Hey guys, April 21st, 2017, and today's day 14 of my early wake up challenge. A few days ago we spoke about Facebook chatbots, and today we are creating version 1 of this chatbot together. The goal is to create a question response chatbot. So users can send their questions to the bot, and the bot sends a hopefully helpful response back to the user. The challenge is to train the bot with questions and answers. So as a first step, we have to enable the user to send questions to the bot. And that's what we are doing today. So let's switch to the computer. So we are creating the chatbot with firebot.io. Simply click on login and sign in with Facebook. After logging in, there is a small sample robot predefined. You can adjust this robot, or you can create a new robot by clicking here on Create Bot. The next step is to adjust the settings. You can change the language and the name of the bot here. And after clicking on Facebook here, you can connect the bot to your Facebook page. Now we can click on Builder. We will talk about the builder in more detail in a minute, so let's talk about the variables feature first. Variables enable you to save user information. There are two variables predefined, user's first name and user's last name. And you can create your own variables by clicking on New Variables. Insert a title, click Create Variable, and that's it. Next, let's talk about users. All users who have sent a message to the bot appear here. By clicking on Details, you can see the name, gender, and the variables the bot has defined for this user. The next feature is groups. Groups are comparable to custom audiences. You can create a new group by clicking on New Group, name the group, and add users to this group based on the values of your variables. As an example, I'm choosing the variable request type, and I'm adding all users with questions. We'll talk about the request type in a second. In one of the next videos, the broadcast feature will be interesting. This feature enables you to send messages to your user groups. So finally, let's talk about the builder. The bot is illustrated as a graph containing blocks and connections. Connections are illustrated with these lines between the boxes. And yeah, blocks are basically things the bot does, and connections are things the users do. The starting block is highlighted in orange, so let's take a look at this block. The title of the block is Welcome, and the bot starts by sending two messages to the user. Hi Michael, how can I help? Users can reply with a text message or by clicking on a quick reply button. We are offering here the quick reply options. I've got a question and something else. After the user has clicked on one of those buttons, the choice is saved to the request type variable. The bot answers with either "Great, what is your question?" or with "Great, how can I help?" Now the user sends his question as a text message, and we are taking two actions after that. Number one, we are saving the message to variable user question. And action number two is a if this then that action, or IFTTT abbreviated. IFTTT.com is a service which lets you connect other services. In this case, we are connecting Firebot and the messenger app Slack. So let's go to IFTTT.com, sign in, click on My Applets, and then on New Applet. Now let's click on this, search for Make a Webhook, click on Receive a Web Request. I'm naming the event bot question and create the trigger. Next, click on that search for Slack and click Post to Channel. Now we can select a Slack channel, the title of the message and the message itself. By clicking on Ingredients, we can insert the values of our variables. Value 1 is predefined by Firebot, that's the username, and we can define value 2 and 3 in Firebot in the builder. Now we can create the IFTTT action. Next, click on your username and then on Services. Click on Make a Webhook and here on Settings. Copy the last part of the URL and go to Firebot. The value copied is the IFTTT key. Event name would be bot question for the IFTTT applet we created. Here, chatbot user question is an applet I created a little earlier. Value 2 is our request type variable and value 3 is the user's question. The last block is just a thank you message to confirm that we have received the message. The final step is to go to Settings and click on Update Bot. And now we can test the bot by going to m.me/quantified markets, whereby quantified markets is the name of my Facebook page. You can simply change this to the name of your Facebook page without changing any Facebook settings. After opening the messenger, the user has to click on Get Started. And as defined, the bot says, "Hi Michael, how can I help?" I'll click on I've got a question. And the bot says, "Great, what is your question?" To quote the German band Scooter, my question is, "How much is the fish?" The bot says, "Thank you." And in the meantime, I've already received a notification via Slack. The message contains the event name, the timestamp, my username, the request type question, and the question, "How much is the fish?" So, question of the day. Well, usually I'm asking you to answer a question, but this time I'm asking you for your questions. So, please go to m.me/quantified markets and send a question to our new chatbot. Have a great day, yours, Michael. Bye bye.